What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the JUICEreacts video. In today's video, we're finally going back to Warhammer 40k. I know it's been like 2 weeks. Everything's been crazy lately. I've just been like popping out videos. I'm just like, and then I'm like, oh crap, I haven't done that in so long. But we are I'm following the order of the playlist, and it seems like there is an Emperor that had text-to-speech device asks questions. It's like a minute long. We're gonna add that to the next video, which is also 12.5. So, yeah, I guess they add a bunch of stuff that's in between the bigger episodes. But 12.5 is 20 minutes. So, so we're going to go ahead and check out these videos right now. Let's dive into it. Alright, so this is the minute-long video.
Before I tell you more about my sons, let's do some fun shit I just came up with.
Find your left hand?
Stop using your mouth to say stupid words, you giant moving pineapple.
Don't worry, my lord. I can just use this lingua technis mouthpiece instead so I can talk in binary.
What the shit?
Oh.
Stop that. I will rip out your fucking Ukrainoids. Anyway, this is my idea. You should go and send out a message all over the galaxy, asking everyone what questions they would want answered by me if I, the Emperor of Mankind, could answer them. Then tell them to send back a question to Terra so we can get a hold of it, read it, and laugh. Got it?
Oh, okay, my lord. I'll get right to sending the message.
Yes, get to it now. This will surely be as entertaining as the time I accidentally teleported Agron up in my flagship when he was about to be killed in combat with his old gladiator people. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, so I guess that was just like a random thing that they wanted to do. Alright, so this is the next one, which is episode 12.5, Awful Answers.
For millennia have I stridden across life, carefully watching as the seed of what is to come has risen from its earthly barrows into the starlit sky. This seed, known as mankind, I have existed along from the time of my birth.
Is it really going to just be a Q&A?
I nurtured it, did my best to have it remain healthy and secure. But as it kept on growing, I could not keep up. I could not come with it, but could only watch from afar as its health deteriorated and vegetation grew bleak. As I entered into the realm of the half-life, the only thing I could experience was despair. My work that I had driven to construct for such a long time had been obliterated in but a mere moment. Mankind, my once pure seed, had fallen into the hands of sheer, corrosive and preposterous prudence. And at no other time has this been displayed as intensely as this very moment. Because holy fucking shit, these questions are the worst fucking shit I have ever read. Whatever became of mankind?
Alright. This should be interesting. Is it going to be a basic Q&A? Love the intro.
Now, my lord, let
That
me
was
remind
fancy.
you that you were the one who came up with this idea in the first place.
That's your fault because you haven't informed me well enough about how incredibly, disgustingly fucking idiotic mankind has become. I mean, I just thought you were a special case. Now, this makes me so sad.
Maybe you just misread or something. I mean, these questions couldn't have been that bad. Besides, what, we supposed to make fun of them? Here, let me read some to you.
Fuck it, go ahead. Let me plow through these one more time before I actually pass out and fall off this fucking chair.
Alright, let's see. This message is from one apt to deny we. Some poor local thing. He says... Why Kron loves ponies.
I have no mouth and I must scream.
Alright, fuck it, next question. This one is from one JUICEracts. He asks, Oh, mighty God Emperor of mankind, were you to send your sentience to a new body to rule once more and bring mankind back properly into the light that is your majesty, what would you demand as the first meal? Majesty, I bet.
You get to ask one question. A question that could be whatever deep and philosophical inquiry that dwells inside the perplexing and winding wonders of the human mind that you could potentially come up with, and you ask about fucking food. Then again, I
good.
probably should not judge since the Imperium clearly is some kind of bureaucratic police state driven through ignorance and idiocy nowadays, so it is only natural for your regular RG world peasant to only ever think about food.
Yeah.
As for an actual answer to that question, I'd probably go for some tacos.
Next question is from one called...
Damn right.
Demon Primarch?
What kind of asshole parents name their child Demon Primarch? Fucking seriously, it's like they want their child brutally lynched and burnt on a stake by the brainwashed masses.
I've got no parenting at its finest, my lord. Anyway, as for the question. Mighty Emperor, this is but a simple question I would have answered. Was there really a single guardsman who distracted Horus during your duel above his flagship? The legends tell of Miscellaneous Pius doing some deed aboard that accursed vessel that assisted with Horus's downfall tremendously. But is any of it true?
He must be referring to that one regular old Imperial soldier that stepped in front of fucking Horus when he was about to finish me off after he had used some dirty chaos contrivances to punt me down on the ground. For being a regular human, Batman had such titanic fucking balls that I want to clap my hands vigorously just thinking about it. It is too bad that he was literally obliterated out of existence by Horus after making that selfless act. It's also too bad that I lack the hands to applaud him with. Typically from that point on, an Astartes Terminator and the Custodes did the exact same thing right after to prove that they were just as cool and selfless as that glorious bastard. I mean, can't you immortal superhumans of death and destructions let the regular Joes have this one thing? Come on, man.
Oh, I'm not even going into that one. It's
That's
not like
true.
I was the one who told Santonis to throw himself in front of you with nothing but his loincloth to intimidate that Miscellaneous guy. Anyway, next question. This one is from someone who signed himself up as The Reds Will Rise Again.
That person sounds like a ketchup enthusiast.
He asks, my lord, can
Fucking
love prove
stupid.
in a battlefield?
I don't even know why I laughed at that.
Six ask for your blessing in his relationship with Toldia. Perhaps after you complete your webway, you can create peace among these two races.
Eldar?
They're the last ones
Okay.
to fight each other.
I do hope this person realizes that the Eldar look at mankind like we would look at a primate. To them, we are unevolved beasts, thinking in very simplistic thought patterns, and only using the most simple of tools. So, to put it short, this tall deer is basically into bestiality, and is a sick fuck that will get all kinds of nasty interspecies STDs, and will most likely kill half her craft world because of it. So yes, you have my blessing.
Wow, my lord. Most of it probably retorted into bellowing about how absolutely downright heretical it would have been if he was given that question.
And you know how I feel about that, now don't you?
I suppose so. It's not like I'm scared to death that every time you're upset over nothing. Okay, sorry, my lord. I don't have any emotions. Anyway, next question. This one is from someone named Brent Keller. He
All
asks,
basic.
"What happens
Brent
when
Keller.
you die?"
This is actually something I don't even know myself, and it still fucking infuriates me. Why do I only have this visor on one of my eyes when both of them have obviously rotted away millennia ago? Seriously, what is its purpose? I didn't even put it here.
Actually, I kind of know the answer. Well, after we escorted you in all haste towards the Golden Throne after your battle with Horus, Rogel Dawn accidentally managed to poke your eye out with his giant iron halo. You know, the whole sharp and pointy being in the shape of the Aquila and all.
I'm going to teach that
That's
boy a
not
fucking
real.
lesson how to not poke people's eyes out while wearing giant sharp arms when I get off this throne.
That's not. Is that the real origin of that?
Rogel Dawn is dead.
That isn't fucking stopping me.
I am not even surprised. Anyway, next question is from Grey Knight 31.
Oh boy, a message from the prodigies of the Silver Baby Carrier.
He asks, are you going to send Drago to rehab? Dude needs help. Huh. I thought we'd already decreed that members of the Inquisition would all be rehabilitated. Did that galaxy-wide message not actually get to anyone?
I bet they just neglect mail they consider bad like most feedback-phobic fucking snowflakes that exist in the galaxy.
God.
I'll have to rehash and create new means of getting the message across. One which cannot be
I just
negated
noticed my
by
mic was like super
notorious
far away.
people.
Sorry if y'all couldn't hear me.
Moving on. Next up are a couple of questions sent from some warriors that are on their way to a planet known as Arcona, apparently. First one is from Mark Hilario. He asks, what is your favorite color?
Isn't that
God.
fucking obvious?
Second question from Arcona is from Vida Ra. He asks, what do you think of Miguel Carroll?
I approve of him and his team, and he should continue to do what he is doing, because he's doing an excellent job.
I'm sorry, my lord, I think I'm out of the loop. Who's Miguel Carroll?
This is 4th degree warp realm fuckery. None of your concern.
Ah, okay, right. Next question is from a chaplain known as Valerius.
A chaplain, you say? Good. I assign chaplains to hold Marines in line, and be as staunch and serious about their duties as possible. I have high expectations for this question.
He asks, why can't we all just be friends and stop fighting?
How did this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life.
Oh my god, is this gonna start being like SpongeBob and everything's gonna be a song now?
How did this happen to me?
We don't need that.
Next question is, dear Emperor, can you still...
Classic question. And needs answers.
I'm a skeleton, so write about as much as you use your brain, you fucking half-wit. Next question.
Dear Emperor, where will the universe be for year 999, millennium 41?
At the end of the year, just like every fucking year. Next.
Dear Emperor, how do you fat?
By thinking pleasant thoughts about your inevitable demise. Next.
Dear Emperor, what is the most fascinating thing you've ever seen?
Probably the intricate denseness of this fucking question. Next.
Dear Emperor, have you ever gotten laid?
More times than the entire fucking population of your planet, you rattling penetrator. Next.
Dear Emperor, was it fatherly love that stopped you from striking down Horus, or did you have sexually confused feelings for him?
I am deeply disgusted by you, and I hope you explode. In fact...
That was a good touch. Boom! Roasted.
Oh, my lord, it's starting to sound like you're actually answering these questions now. I mean, no one's listening in, right?
No, but in case someone is, I hope they feel fucking awful right about now.
Of course, nobody could be listening. It's this Imperial Palace. Nobody could ever get in here. Okay, well, moving on then. Alright, slightly better question, I think. This one is from Lord Commissar Wolf, who says, O glorious Emperor, please share thy wisdom with your most loyal of servants. Is there such a thing as enough dagger? While I abhor the xenos term, everyone seems to be talking about and about how there will never be enough of it. What say you, my Emperor?
At the point in time when
I don't know what that is.
can pass through the interdimensional walls, when firepower takes up the entirety and eternity of space and time, all being stuck in a never-ending life and death cycle as bullets recover and destroy their bodies in quick succession. No one able to think about anything but the sheer force of the bullets rapidly flying literally everywhere in the materium, turning the warp itself into nothing but a sea of semi-automatic weaponry. Then there will be enough DECA, or at least almost.
What is dagger anyhow?
The orc word for rapid firepower and multi-laser masturbation.
I didn't want to know that. Next question is from
Oh my
pretty
god.
much everyone. Seriously, there is a giant mountain of messages dedicated to just this one question.
Oh.
And it kind of disturbs me that so many have made it. Dear Emperor, what is your opinion on the Tau?
Never heard of them.
I figured as much.
So what
Interesting.
Well, there's some minuscule xenos race located on the eastern fringe of the galaxy. They're even less of a threat to us than the Dark Eldar, so it's not really worth talking about.
Why would so many people send in messages about a minuscule xeno race located on the eastern fringe of the galaxy, that they aren't even a threat?
I've heard it's because despite being a small species, the Tau males are really overcompensating with their high-tech weaponry, and the Tau females have a tendency to lust for greater goods.
I'm sorry, what?
I've heard it's because despite being such a small species, they have the most rapidly advancing technology in the galaxy, which also means they have really, really big scary guns. But you can usually snap one and it'll fall over really quickly.
That's what I thought, I think. We'll talk more about this later. Still got more stupid questions to answer.
Yes, indeed. Like this one from Suika Ibuki. Probably from one of those fucking Tau planets. Who asks, since your body can no longer function properly, how about mounting the golden throne inside a dreadnought or a titan so you can kick ass again?
Don't you think that if I actually had that choice, I would have made it already? I think you're not taking into account that the entirety of Terra will be swallowed by a giant warp rift, and everyone will fucking die if either I or the Golden Throne would be displaced. That makes it not worth it, but only barely.
Now, next up is a question from someone who entitles himself as the Fresh Sorcerer.
What a fucking nerd.
He says, "Hey shitboot, want me and my brother to read you terrible shitty fanfics like the depraved, erogenous bedtime stories of you and your Centurion? It's kind of always been a dream of his, and this is the year I promised to be nice to him."
Actually, alright, fuck it, I'm the motherfucking emperor. Send out some Terran escorts to wherever the fuck those guys are, and pick them up so they can be converted into my personal bedtime story readers if they are so insistent on doing it. My Centurion hasn't been able to sleep that well for the last couple of days anyway. I feel this is a perfect opportunity to continue my plans with the reformation of the Imperium by making some people actually become useful.
That sounds like an excellent idea, my lord. I'll prepare the shackles when we're done. Now, next up is a question from someone called Dr. White. He asks where his fire support is.
Up his fucking nostrils. Next.
Oh, alright. This one is from someone apparently known as Johann Gasmask. He asks, seeing as science clearly dictates that diversity is the most efficient way for life to exist, why are you trying to exterminate all other life except humanity?
I am not trying to exterminate all other life, but rather keep it under some form of control. Xenos are often vile and untrustworthy, as they are out to maximize their own idea of peace and happiness in the galaxy for their own separate species in their own individual ways. The human idea of peace and happiness is to have the galaxy taken over so life can thrive without wars, poverty, nor petty hatred, all living in a bright and tranquil future as was mankind's birthright. Compare that to the Eldar who want to take over, so they can
Eldar!
abroad unfiltered, hedonistic super orgies again without
But also
getting into
Slanesh.
trouble. Or the Necrons who want to take over
They're
for the
together,
purpose of sucking the souls out of all living things and going back to sleep again. Or the Orcs who just want to fight forever and make nothing of their lives. And let's not even get into those fucking Tyranids who just want to eat the whole galaxy, and then move on to the next.
And just to let you know, my lord,
Didn't he just learn of the Tyranids at the start of the series,
I
though?
would be okay with Xeno races living in harmony with us if they didn't have such fucked up goals in mind for our galaxy. But, without Xeno life exterminated or under regulation, this is not an efficient way for human lives to exist, as it will only get stabbed, sliced, chopped, and numbed to death.
Ooh, I love it when things make sense. Anyway, next we have Luna Templar. Dear Emperor, besides swiftly unfucking the current state of the Imperium, which I figure would be a given, what's the first thing you would do where you would suddenly be restored to your former glory and rise to the Golden Throne?
Well, I have a pretty big to-do list, but as a start, I would do these things in this exact order. First, scratch my everything. Second, roll around on the floor and spasm violently. Third, take a shower. Fourth, punch everyone in the face. And fifth, tell everyone to never ever ask stupid fucking questions again.
Alright, next question.
This will be the last one. I need to take a break and let my agony stabilize for a moment.
That's fair enough, my lord. Even I feel dirty after this. Ugh. Anyway, this last one was from someone called Magmos. Dear Almighty God Emperor of Mankind, if you wanted people to stop believing you're a god, why the heck did you run about ornate golden armor, wield a fiery sword, emit a glow pretty much all the time, and have other things of that nature? Seriously, man, you're kind of sending out some mixed signals there, you have to admit.
Just because I want to wear ornate gold armor, wield a fiery sword, emit a glow pretty much all the time, and other things of that nature doesn't mean I want to be looked upon as a god. I'm not the one who needs to be taught not to dress like a god. You're the ones who need to be fucking taught that considering people to be gods dependent on how they look is wrong. Besides, my head designer thought all the flashy golden bits really brought out the color of my eyes.
I'm happy that I get the privilege of constantly being dressed up in golden armor without anyone having to look up at me like a god.
Yes, people have got some serious beef with the new man, calling us gods and shit. Even though I am the only one who has the real rights to that claim. Additionally, I'm happy that you at least enjoy the privilege of wearing your fucking armor.
You and me both.
Well-oiled abs.
I guess that wraps up this fun little event then.
Yes. Perhaps we will read through some more questions at some other point if I'm feeling incredibly masochistic.
Now, if I may ask, could you possibly tell me the good aspects about the Suns now? You were just about to get onto that.
Yes, let me think.
So I think that's where...
Greetings, brothers!
Oh, shit.
Alpha Busa here. Thanks for watching. It has now been a year since the first episode's release, and through these past 12 months, it has become the biggest thing I have ever made, which I am incredibly happy for. In addition, I've reached 20,000 subscribers, which is just fantastic. I just want to give you all a big spine-breaking fucking power hug, seriously. Now, I'd like to make some shoutouts to people I think deserve your recognition, if you do not mind. First off, I'd like to dedicate this video to two friends of mine, which are Eliphas and Erndil, who were both born on this very day.
I think it's just all shoutouts after this, which is kind of, you know, what it is. If I need to go back and watch the ending of this, like, let me know. But it just looks like it's just going to be shoutouts. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and end it there, ladies and gents. But that was awesome. Also, oh man, I'm going to be mad if you guys cannot hear me. Because I have my microphone here now and I have a monitor here. And I move the microphone out of the way sometimes. And it is just what it is. But hopefully you guys can hear me. But yeah, anyways, this is awesome. Again, I apologize for not being able to freaking get to these a lot faster. I have mentioned this in yesterday's video, if you didn't see yesterday's video, but I am toying around with the idea of uploading more on this channel because I've noticed that other reaction channels that seem to be pretty successful or just larger channels do sometimes do daily uploads or multi-upload days. And it's a double-edged sword, in my opinion, because you know, sometimes if you have a bad video and then a good video, like the bad video hurts more than the good video helps. So like, I don't know. It's a very interesting topic, but it would allow me to do more SCP and Warhammer content on top of doing just the other content I've been wanting to do as well. So I don't know. Still kind of toying around things in this whole, you know, full-time creator mode, and yeah, just always going to be changing things around. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it's cool to watch this again. I always love listening to this series. We still got, well, we're at 13. There's 30 episodes, it seems like, at least episode 29. So there's a lot of stuff. We still got, if we're going by the playlist, we're on number 16 and there's 52 episodes. It's like a fucking DC comic book. But that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys supporting this channel. As always, if you did enjoy what you just saw, please hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up because it helps out the channel. And of course, if you want to see some more stuff, come check out my gaming channel because, well, I'm always playing stuff over there. But that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I'm your host, JUICEbox. Remember to wake up in the morning and ask yourself something about my daily dose of juice. See you guys next time.